Did you like the advert?
Yes, it was clever.
Why?
It's kind of like preying on people's worries about their children, about the world, what the world's going to be like when they grow up.
I thought that the advertisement was educational for younger people, because in the future it will be our generation that is affected by CO2 gases and pollution.
I thought it was a bit morbid. Like, I don't think it needs to be that scary. It was a bit like, is there a happy ending? I thought it was a bit too much, like as if it was this terrifying thing. But then I guess that's the point of it, to say that this is really serious and stuff. But I think it's a bit, they purposely used children because they're so innocent and stuff.
Because it was like quite sweet and quite like endearing. Even though it was like sad, I think the emotion made you want to do what they said, especially because they brought like the children element into it, so it makes you feel guilty.
I thought the advert was really good. I thought using the girl obviously was quite sort of powerful and moving, and obviously the little animals in the thing were crying and stuff, and it was just like, save the world. We better switch off our lights.
What were the messages that you took from the advert?
That if you don't cut down on CO2, that bad things would happen, like rise in water, and bad things would happen to the earth.
Do you think that using fear tactics, such as in the advert just shown, are an effective way to get group action?
I think they are effective because like it like shocks people into like changing their behaviour, but I don't think it's necessarily right, but I think it can be effective.
You know, everybody has to conserve energy, because if we're all wasteful, then there's going to be a lot of pollution.
I like the way that they use like a story to narrate through what was happening, and that they made it quite tame for the young girl, because it's quite a serious thing. And I also like the way in which they said about the happy ending, and that the happy ending is down to us.
I thought it was quite ironic as well, as they had the light on throughout the
I
whole
probably don't know enough
sort
about
of
like CO2 and emissions and stuff to know if it was like over dramatic or not, but I have heard a lot about like carbon footprints and stuff. I know they should be lower.
To argue against it, you could say that it's quite patronising, because it's not, as much as like it's going to affect future generations, it's not their problem at the same time, because it's not their fault. So why should they have to start doing something about it when something should have been done quite a while ago?
I don't think the video will have a long-lasting effect on me. I think in future I'd probably still carry on leaving the lights on, rather than thinking of that video and switching them off to save the world.
I think it's definitely an advert people will talk about, so in that way it's quite effective. But and using like little kids and little drawings and stuff, it's a bit much, but it might make it a bit more effective and maybe people will listen.